Welcome to Puro Pinche Sports. I'm your host, Jose Garza, and tonight I am joined by my boy, Milton Wynn, host and creator of the People's Debate podcast, football podcast channel. How's it going, buddy?
It's going. It's going. Happy to be here. Happy to talk ball with you. Happy to talk sports with you. How you doing, dude?
Doing great, man. Obviously, we are in Super Bowl week. We're going to hear a lot from the media, all the people out there. By the way, Milton, I think I'm going to submit for us to try to get media credentials next year for the Super Bowl because I hear stupid questions all the time this week as of yesterday. So if those guys can get in, I think we can get in. I'm just saying, you know.
It doesn't take talent anymore. I think back then, those guys had talent and they were on the stage for a reason. I heard only 2 or 3. I didn't watch Media Day, but I heard 2 or 3 of the questions, and I heard that was the main conclusion.
I think someone asked Drake Maye, is this a must-win game for you?
What a question.
No. Let's not ask, you know, how excited you are to be here, how you prepping for the week, how's the shoulder, all the good stuff. Like what not, or basic generic questions like, hey, top 5 Rushmore, whatever you want to go with.
Right.
No. The question is this a must win for you?
Lady, it's the Super Bowl. Oh my goodness, dude. Yeah, I don't. Media is not the same anymore. It's really who you know. You know how that was like the whole thing for us growing up? It's not what you know, it's who you know. That's kind of showing itself now.
Hey, if I submit for credentials next year, I'm pretty sure you're down. So we can go out there and ask the really tough, you know, fun questions and all that stuff. But nonetheless,
either one. Do a job. Pick one.
Right? Just have fun with it. But nonetheless, it is Super Bowl week. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for those who are tuning in for the first time, we like to cover a lot of sports on here. So me and Milton are both MMA fans. So we are going to have UFC discussion as well about the last 2 shows. I guess I would refer to it as now shows and not pay-per-views because they're not really pay-per-views anymore, Milton. We're paying only at least low as what, $10, as high as 14, whatever the price is with Paramount Plus. But we get to take care of that. We get to just talk about good fun here. And of course, we'll talk about Robert Kraft getting snubbed out of the Hall of Fame yet again. So we know Belichick got snubbed because maybe Spygate, whatever.
Sure.
Okay, 1 year. Robert Kraft's been on the ballot for a few years, and he's still getting snubbed. What's going on?
Greatest owner in NFL history. Argue with somebody else.
Yep. And then of course, then we'll talk about the Patriots and Seahawks matchup a little bit. We'll talk more about the teams and the players and what this game means for them. But check us out tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be back again, and tomorrow we will go do a full breakdown of the Super Bowl predictions. We'll talk about the new head coaches and stuff like that, rank them as well. Hola, Patricia. Hello. And check us out tomorrow then. But for tonight, we're going to start off with some UFC talk, Milton. Obviously, we've had UFC 324. We've had UFC 325. We can go anywhere as far as any of the cards where you want to talk about. Obviously, we had some great fights, some great rematches, some fun contests and stuff like that. But where do you want to start? Do you want to start with this past Saturday? You want to start with the Saturday before? Where do we want to start talking about 2026 UFC?
Let's start where the 2026 UFC new Paramount season started with Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett. I think both of us had Paddy winning, and for I think obvious reasons. Any reasonable guy that had Paddy winning the way that we did, it's a fair shot. But guess what? The thing I was scared of was Paddy wasn't going to really try to grapple offensively, and until it was too late. And so that's what happened. And Justin Gaethje showed him that your stand-up has to get better, even against Gaethje. But also what it showed is Scousers really don't get knocked out. All right? You got to respect that.
I could respect it, Milton, but what I would respect more is that, or would have respected Paddy more, is if he could actually win a fight when the other guy doesn't even have a game plan. That was horrible game planning by Gaethje. Now,
sure.
maybe or so he broke his hand mid-fight, and that's why he started throwing haymakers and wailing and whatever. But my God, that was such an ugly fight to watch. As us guys who like to watch like pure clean fighting and stuff like that, Gaethje went out there ugly, but he connected. Patty wasn't really ducking. He wasn't really moving out the way. He kind of succumbed to the clinches that Gaethje was bringing on.
Sure.
But I don't know, man. It was ugly to watch, but I was still entertained. I guess that's still the aspect of the whole thing. And I guess we understand why this was the main event over Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes, because I don't think those ladies, even if the fight had happened, would have gone as it did.
No. And no, but you're right on how it was a slop fest, especially anybody that loves the technical breakdowns and all that. But I think Gaethje did that purposely. That's why I won't fault him. I think he did it purposely because he didn't respect Patty. He didn't respect Patty on the feet, and it showed. Now, I wouldn't recommend it, but I do think I'm not going to fault him too much because I think he just didn't respect Patty, and he knew he would win this kind of fight. And, of course, he did.
Yeah, he did. And obviously now he is the two-time interim lightweight champion. Don't know why they don't just make the interim title silver, because they're not really gold champions.
I'm with you. You said this like I think this was probably the third time I heard you say that. I don't think I've ever let you know that I 100% agree. It should totally be a different, it shouldn't be the same exact belt.
Not the same. Definitely not the same. There's prestigious and being the undisputed or lineal champion, however you want to go with. There's a prestige to it. And when you're an interim champion, cool. That's a nice little participation award. You get, hey, you're the real number one contender. That's cool. That's not a real title. You're not a real champion. Sorry to all the former interim champions that never became the undisputed champion. I just don't give a dang. Sorry, respectfully. And I love Dustin Poirier. He's an interim champion. I can't give him love. Look at the BMF title. That thing's silver. That should be copper, if anything.
I'm with you. Oh, it should be something different. Not even copper. Something like rock or something. I don't know. BMF.
Make it granite.
It's something like that. It's a different kind of
pixelation
category. Yeah,
you're not the one you need. I'm not.
Nice.
Going for the whole Valentine's Day thing.
I appreciate that pixelation. You need to chill, okay?
Could be AI watching us.
Oh, good joke. Well, good flirtation.
There was a thing I saw yesterday. I'm just to go off topic from sports real quick before we go back to the UFC. Someone said AI has already created their own language, their own religion, their own group thread. So none of us know what's going on there. So guess what, guys? Terminator 5 is happening. So I'm just telling you right now.
Great news from Jose. That's crazy.
I want to get this right. The Gwins, Patriots fan. Just
thank you
for the comment. Patriots fan as well for Elton. There you go. What's up? Our boy Joe says, "What up, fellas? What up, buddy? We should be having our sports mailman back tomorrow, bringing us the sports news." So, all right. Obviously, we know Gaethje's up next for Ilia Topuria, Milton. So we can quickly talk about that.
After watching that, and remember, give it a caveat. Try to give it some grace, like I said. But him against the champ. Tell me, Jose, please entertain me. What's going to happen?
From what I saw from this fight, it didn't matter who won. Whoever goes up against Ilia Topuria is going to get knocked out.
Right.
Hello, knockout.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate for Gaethje. I think Gaethje has the worst luck. He's in the lightweight division at a time, NBA-wise, you're in the NBA when Jordan's around, or certain guys are around. And unfortunately, he's been around when Khabib was on top, Oliveira was on top, and he didn't get to deal with Islam. Good for him. But now you got to still deal with Ilia. So
there's no difference from anything. It's just respectfully, he's the guy that's always, the best friend to the hot guy in the school or whatever, the hot girl, whatever you want to go with. But he's never the prom queen, never the prom king, and all that stuff.
Whitaker. It's like a more entertaining Whitaker.
Whitaker was at least undisputed champion.
He was. Good point. You got me.
If we want to like If we want to like throw out there someone who was never undisputed champion but was like so close.
It's
all
just
right.
Dustin.
No. What was I want to R.I.P. Rumble Johnson.
Right. Rumble Johnson, Tony Ferg.
Yep. This is a guy that was almost there, but never close enough.
True. Very much so.
Mm-hmm.
Very much so.
Joe says Justin Gaethje is like Josh Allen of the division, while Ilya is the Mahomes of the division. Ooh.
That's a
nice way of saying it. Okay.
It's respectful to Ilya, for sure.
I don't know
about just got there.
No, I don't know about Josh Allen.
But also, in that same card, shout out to Sean O'Malley for putting on a very clutch and very performative third round to seal that fight against Song Yadong. Song Yadong really screwed the pooch on that one because I think he thought the third round he had to knock him out or something, and over exaggerations, I would say, from Song Yadong, and Sean O'Malley just capitalized. And Sean O'Malley's now back in that conversation. It's not about what really makes sense, Jose. You know this.
Yeah.
If Peter is ready and he says, Sean, hey, is it fair? No, but they want the numbers. They want more subscriptions to Paramount Plus. So shout out to Sean O'Malley for that dub.
Of course, Sean O'Malley did his thing, but he did look off a little bit in the beginning of the fight, or at least midway. And it took a while before he finally tuned up and said, okay, this is my fight. Let me get all these losses to Marab out of my head. Let me get all this talk about that maybe I've been putting in my own head about retirement and such, not all that stuff. Right. So it was good to see Sean back, because honestly, it is more entertaining when you got these guys that the UFC has pushed as their kind of like mega stars to like actually succeed and stuff. Because that is one thing we are lacking in this right now, is that we don't have a guy that we're like megastar. We want to tune in nonstop to watch him fight. Like the last closest guy I would have said in his previous reign, I would be saying Alex Pereira. You know what I mean? Like it's always a tune-in fight and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. You know, he just won the title back, but he's not going to fight as much and frequent as he did before. You know,
you don't think Sean O'Malley's on that?
But Sean O'Malley isn't a guy who's like, yes, you want to see him fight, but he has to win, because when you start losing, like Israel Adesanya, he's got to fight. He's got to fight in a few months. Are you as interested to watch him really fight?
I get your point. Yeah,
like you got to start. You got to start winning. You got to start like be on a mountaintop. There was an aura. There was a presence of having like Conor McGregor always around, and then when he started losing, it's like, well, you're not Conor anymore. You're not the money anymore. So
yeah.
It is what it is, and so we need guys that are as entertaining as they can sell the venue out.
Of course,
and I think that's where Patty was going until he met Gaethje, and this is the problem where yes, in time he was predicting like, hey, it'll take me a few years to move up and such like that and become a championship contender, but being cradled, being all this other stuff, it's not.
Right.
Yeah, it's not enough. You gotta be consistent. You gotta be like going out. Conor took it a little slow, but he was always brash and talking. He was moving up every single time. He wasn't taking long breaks and all this other stuff like Patty did. Sean now needs to go move back up too. And I bet you the UFC wants Sean. They want Sugar Sean to beat Peter Yan again, become undisputed champion.
For sure.
They make more money when he's champion. Sorry, so Father's Plan and everything. They're not making as much money with Father's Plan.
True. So
any of the champions that are under Father's Plan, but that's what they want. And they don't have a guy right now that says, I want to see him fight. I think he's champion material. I don't think they have that just right now. I think they're kind of hoping it with some guys like Tom Aspinall and other guys, and it just all fell through. Like it's not, they have nobody right now.
Yeah, Sean could be on his way there, but I agree with you everywhere elsewhere. Also, Silva cashed in her flyweight title belt.
Oh my god!
It was. Hey, we not talk about the fight, but
no, we can't. She did not win the fight. She did.
Fight.
Dude, there was. She was so slow. She Sure, she was dancing. She was doing
right. But she was the one that did any of the shots you were like, ooh, it was all done by Silva. Rose, I was close fight. I'm not saying that you're completely out of your mind. I could see a card for Rose, but I was much more confident after the second time watching that Silva won it. Very slow, slightly.
I might have to watch it a second time because I was like,
I was like,
first round, third round felt it was easy pick. Second round was kind of whatever, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Look, we all picked Silva to win. We all wanted her, Chad's girlfriend to get the title shot.
Right.
But man, it was just ugly watching. And if she do give her the title fight next, I'm like,
that didn't show anything, right?
You're not convinced. Like, there's nothing that. How are you gonna convince me that she's gonna beat the GOAT? Like, come on, man. Like,
I think all of these fights. I think UFC 324 showed us exactly kind of how this conversation is going. It showed us the winners won, and they all deserve praise for it. But it doesn't really change the outcomes of the potential opponents. Gaethje with Ilya, Sean with, let's say, Merab or Umar. I don't see him doing anything positive as far as takedown defense with them two, right? Valdez Cortez, it didn't, show anything. Silva going up against Valentina, which now she's in her GSP era. That doesn't seem like it's going to do anything. John Silva didn't show that, okay, yeah, he could definitely beat Volk for sure. Yeah. He's definitely going to be able to do that. So I think all of them deserve praise, but it showed us that there's not going to be much potential change up in the rankings or in the championship portion of it.
We got news today that Shavkat has been removed from the rankings for inactivity, which is fair. 1 year inactivity makes sense. I had predictions that he would probably come back and still be champion at the end of the year, but man, he just had surgery again. So,
ain't that something? What the heck is going on?
Prayers up for him, man. His career is probably shot. Respectfully, like it's probably not. He's probably not coming back till 2028. Let's be honest at this point.
All right, so kind of dark humor here. So give me
Derek Lewis fell.
No. No. But Derek Lewis, I wish he's not going to retire, and I do think they should give him a gimme fight and then let him retire, or give him 2 gimme fights. Give him however many gimme fights. Stop giving him potential contenders. I don't think he's really a contender, but anyways, I do think that. Dang it, where was I going with this?
I can not psychic dog.
No.
You wanted a tune-up fight for Derek, but you're turning dark humor.
Dark humor. Okay, so Islam now, because I thought I was pretty terrified of Shavkat, like the matchup. He's so big. Pause. I'm not. I think, hey, Islam. He's one of those guys that you were talking about, like guys that. Oh man, he's the best in the world. Everybody's gonna watch him fight. Right. Some people might be watching to see him lose, but still they're gonna watch to see him fight because of his aura. He has the aura, and I think it's gonna stick around much longer with Shavkat not being ranked anymore.
I mean, we'll see, man. Again, Shavkat was another guy. But you put your chips in, But it is what it is. Let's put some comments up from Joe. He says, I'm so happy Paramount Plus has the UFC cards on the app. No added charge. I'm becoming a big UFC fan because of it. It's so much better to have it be affordable. It's not, you're not asking crazy prices from your fandom. And that's what it is. It's like, why would you? We're in a world where I don't need to watch you if I really don't want to. I can do a lot of other things. There's a lot of other apps I can do. How are you going to keep me from getting away from you? Well, you know what? Making affordable prices, a family-friendly deal like, $13, $14 a month, that's affordable. Not this, I need to pay $10 to be an ESPN Plus member, plus $80 a month to pay for a pay-per-view. That doesn't make any sense. So I'm glad for guys like Joe and other people, this is making more affordable pricing. He also says UFC is searching for that dominant star that has a personality like a Roman Reigns for WWE. That's kind of it, right? It's a guy that comes in, brings in all the attention, gets all the love, but that is what the UFC is looking for. They don't have that right now. They've been missing it, but that's also, I blame a lot of that on the UFC. You're cheap as fuck.
Right.
So you don't make guys want to come back. Once Conor McGregor got all his millions from the fight with Floyd Mayweather, which was not even a UFC fight, it was a boxing match.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it was done.
Yep.
And you see, even John Jones won't even fight for a $20 million purse. So like, if you can't even get these, look at this Zuffa boxing thing. Zuffa boxing is a new thing UFC has going on now with Paramount Plus. They're getting some fighters, but they're not even getting as much as that they were getting for other promotions. Mm-hmm. So what, like, if the boxing world of Zuffa, which is UFC parent company, if they're not doing anything, what is the UFC? Are you still starting at 10-10, 10 show, 10 win? That's not. Didn't you just get $7 billion from this deal or whatever it was? Like, what, right? We still can't increase our pricing for the fighters for the welfare. Like, no. Okay.
I'll give the UFC props on one thing. I do like the finishing aspect now. You get an extra $25K with finishing, which I can appreciate for the fighters.
If you didn't win a bonus,
right? Which is fun. I'm cool with either one
because now the bonus is doubled. Now it's $100K.
Yeah, right. Correct.
Which is great.
I think for the early prelim fighters, that $25K bonus, good incentive, and can't complain. You want to get it? Okay, well, knock the guy out, finish him. Period.
So let me ask you this: obviously, Umar got a easy dub in my opinion over Figueiredo, who came in overweight again. Yeah. What fight do you want him to have to get to become the official number one contender? Because obviously he's got at least two guys in front of him that the UFC would rather have over Umar getting a rematch for a title shot. So what's the path here? Are we booking Merab Peter and then just having O'Malley wait and then having Umar right behind there? Or what's the game plan for Umar? What's the father's plan here?
Well, father's plan would be kind of how you laid it out, but I don't think that's going to happen because the Figgy fight, he won, and as a fan, I get what he was doing, but he most likely lost stock in that. Exactly. He lost stock in the fight and a lot of it was on Figgy. Don't get me wrong. Figgy was the one going backwards the whole time. He kept wanting to get chased, except that one moment in the second round. So I don't put that on Umar, but unfortunately for him, that's how it looked. And it wasn't even on the main card, so it's going against Umar. So Umar, father's plan, he gets a title shot. That's not going to happen, in my opinion. I think actually they're going to do this the completely wrong way. They are going to book Umar and Merab rematch because Umar obviously he has the backing of I broke my hand. I'm not saying what it is, but he has that backing that he can say, and I beat you the 2 rounds that I didn't break it, right? So he could say that at least. And however that fight goes, that's going to be the number one contender. But in the meantime, they are going to let Sean O'Malley get a title shot before either one of them. And I think it's going to be idiotic. But again, money talks. And I think that's what it's going to be.
White House
for title
O'Malley, Jan?
Peter. Mm-hmm. I think so, because that just makes so much sense.
Damn, the US is going to take a lot of L's out there.
Well, look with Sean, I think I think UFC is going to do it. One, because the UFC, the White House card, but also this is the best opportunity for Sean to get the belt again. Yeah. If Merab or Umar get it, he's not going to get it. I'm sorry. No. His grappling is too bad. I'm sorry. I love Sean, but his defensive grappling is not good.
If Sean were to somehow win, Jan will never get a third fight with Sean.
No.
Which would be horrendous.
It's unfortunate, but I do think Merab is going to be the next opponent for Umar, actually. And I'm here for it. But I think Umar, that'll be the stepping stool, is Merab. He gets past Merab, he will be the next champion, in my opinion.
Yep.
If he doesn't, it is what it is. Merab will reign again.
And of course, for those awards that we were just talking about a while ago, Josh Hokit and Ty Miller both getting their late first round knockouts. They got performance of the night, and Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett got fight of the night. By the way, what a way to knock out somebody by flicking them off, huh?
I get it, but come on, ref. Just let him go to the stool. If he doesn't get up, all right, now it's over.
Well, no,
We
that's
don't.
but that's his fault for succumbing. Like he
I
wasn't even
know.
getting hit,
I'm not mad at it. I
and
know.
he just fell. That's pretty much
It
a
was
tap
such a
out.
bad look. I know, but it was 1 second. Just let it go. But I get it.
Honestly, probably for his health, it's probably better that it finished right there.
Shout out to that guy though. He's I like his style. It's like a Colby Covington with power style in the heavyweight division. I love it. He's small for the weight class, but he's very active. So shout out to that guy.
I'm glad John Silva got his win. I knew that. I was hoping he would get his little comeback there.
What an interesting fight. A very interesting fight. John Silva came out with it in the third, but Arnold Allen, man, he has all the skills. And then just
he doesn't know how to just let himself go. He doesn't trust himself, which is crazy.
Yeah.
For all that stuff, all the talent he has, he does not trust himself to just go.
Agreed.
So all right. Well, UFC 325 was this past Saturday.
Yes.
The great Alexander Volkanovski, 2-time champion, retained his title over a rematch with Diego Lopez. Now, this was the only main card fight I did not get correct. And I'm very happy I did not. I'm obviously a big Volk fan, but I did think his age was against him. I did think the first fight showed holes that Diego could expose. And what I loved about this fight, I love what we saw throughout rounds 1 through 5.
Mm-hmm.
Alex continues to just get better, even in age.
For sure.
He did not let himself get clipped as many times as he got clipped the first time around. He had his cardio was so much better in this fight. And maybe there was also like a pause in the last fight where he was probably doubting himself. Do I still got it? Do I still got it? Then he goes out and he wins. And in this fight, I was like, that's the Volk I know. That's the guy with all the cardio.
The GOAT.
That's the guy who can go in there, take every shot possible, go and swing, grapple, whatever you need, and he will do what he needs to do to win. And I scored it, I think, 4-1 for Volk. I think I gave the second round to Diego. I think that was the only round I gave Diego.
Yeah.
I think you said you gave the third to Diego.
I think, the second and third were both pretty close.
Right.
But even if that's the case, go ahead.
Yeah, it still felt it was overall Volk's night.
He controlled it. He controlled the fight.
I never felt Diego had a position where he was going to in trouble or anything like that. I was like, damn, you really blew Diego's last shot at Volk.
Stupid matchmaking.
It should have never been Diego. We agreed with that for the longest time. It should have been Mosvar, but they don't want to give it to him because he's a decision guy. Then it should have been Murphy. And now you got them fighting each other in 2 months or next month to cancel each other out for Volk. And it's like, Volk wants to fight both of them. Let the man get the title shot.
Exactly. How much that would do for his resume? Getting 2 guys that have his O at the end? Come on, man. Yeah, that's funny. Good for you, Joe.
I mean,
Volk is the GOAT. Featherweight GOAT. I'm done hearing that.
He's not scared. He's not scared. He wants these hoes. He wants them all. He wants the challenge. He wants to put more mental. And you know what, man? Mosvar, Murphy, I'm going Volk. I am no longer doubting this man. This man is not, until he retires, I'm no longer doubting Volk again.
For sure.
I said because of age. I said because how the last fight went, all this stuff. And Diego looked good against John Silva. Now, obviously, he got clipped a few times before he finally got him to knockout here in San Antonio. But Volk did his thing, and I loved it. Any final thoughts before we go on to the rest of the card?
With Volk, man, I think this solidifies him. I just want to be on camera and say it. He is the featherweight GOAT of mixed martial arts. Jose Aldo had a run, and not despairing him, but Volkanovski's catalog and his scalps, it's different than, all respect to the 10-year run, but it's different. He is the GOAT. By hands down. And the next 2 guys that's in that position, one, they're going to cancel each other out. But even if they both had to be the fighters, they are good matchups for Volk. Volk should and will be the favorite against both of them. So, yeah.
You know what? Let's put Diego versus Yair. Yair, what are you waiting for?
Please, finally.
Just do something with your life, but dog.
Yes.
Like you're not repping Mexico well. Diego's repping Mexico better than you, and he's a Brazilian.
And this will be another one of those fights that bring whatever card it's on all together and make it a must watch because both of them have that history and they're going to play the heck out of that. You know what I mean? So make UFC do something right in the featherweight division and make that fight, please.
And that would just be for fun because Yair's nowhere near a title shot, and Diego's
no, but still, they have bad blood, and it would be a great fight.
You know what would be another good fight to have?
Good.
Let's have the loser of Murphy versus Mosvar fight John Silva because John Silva's out here now talking. I want to see the loser of that one take on John Silva because John Silva wants to be a top 5 guy. He better be able to step up to play against one of those guys because they're the guys who are really should be next, the next 2 guys.
Right.
So I'm just throwing that out there because he called out Volk like if he can do anything to
he
him.
Better not.
Like sir, what?
Yeah, no, he's not ready for that.
Not at all.
Oh, for his sake, I don't think he should do it.
Not at all. Speaking of not ready, Dan Hooker was not ready for BSD, and he got he's got everything from him: STDs, DVDs, all this shit. Because BSD went out there, and don't get me wrong, Hooker looked good for like a minute. And then BSD was like, let me get this fight back in control, a little more, not let myself get rocked. And then he started being the one rocking Hooker. He's the one that took him down a few times and had control. And then kind of like similar like how the headbutt from Armin to Hooker, he started busting that nose of Hooker. And it was a nice finish in the second round. BSD moving up again. I felt good about the fight. I mean, it's one of the fights I picked. I was surprised I picked it myself, but I did.
Yeah, BSD. Shout out to BSD. I didn't think he would be able to get his grappling going. I didn't think he would use it, and that would fail him. But he had the best. He stuck to his coach's game plan, and it worked out for him. He was the better MMA fighter anyway.
Absolutely, all around. And he's now on a 4-fight win streak, which is great for him, moving up into lightweight division. Dan Hooker should be out of the top 10. He would be in mine, but I don't think they will because obviously they're stingy about keeping him up there for whatever reasons. He's got like what? Plus 10 plus losses, right? And his 14 MMA losses, dog. Come on.
Yeah, but Dan, he steps up. You know how they do those guys. So he steps up.
But when you look at his look at his last 7, right? Or maybe his last 10 in general. Lost to Dustin, lost to Chandler, all right? Then win against Nasrat. Lost to Islam, lost to Arnold. Win over Claudio, win over Jalen Turner, win over Gamrot. Then lost to Armin, lost to BSD.
Right.
His wins are not impressive enough to keep him in the top 10. His losses are enough to knock him out the top 10.
That's fair. Yeah.
That's just me. I mean,
the 10 are looking out. Yeah, where Fazeev and Dariush are at. Yeah.
Because that's what 0-5 against top 10 guys. I mean, 0-6 if you want to count Chandler the top 10 guy, but I wouldn't.
Oh, he got Gamrot though, so he got 1.
Okay, 1.
Gamrot. Give him that.
A fight that we probably all expected to be fun, but we didn't know exactly who would win. There was no real decisive winner. It's more of a coin flip. I think Rufi versus Fazeev showcased that what it was. 2 fun fighters went out there, threw hands for a good start of the fight. I was like, Fazeev's getting more of the shots that were landing, and then Rufi out of nowhere in the second round, straight right. Not
you saw it a bit. They both handled the strikes against them a bit different. Like Hoofy did have something in his pocket whenever he either did an overhand or he just did a straight right. It was a different reaction than because I agree. Fazeev in the first round, he looked like he was going to be a technician and out technique Hoofy, but Hoofy got it, man. He surprised me. I did not expect this. I didn't expect it at all.
South Kid, quick work with Malarkey in the first round with submission. Looking good up there. Unfortunately, he had to get his fight changed a few times before this fight happened. So, Malarkey, no negative things about you because you stepped up last minute, really, for this fight to go through. And what the worst fight of the entire card was Teixeira defeating Tuivasa in that
Disgrace.
fight for your fat right.
Gosh,
matchup.
dude.
It was.
I should have known it because both of these guys look. If you look at their face, they look the same.
Yeah.
So I think they're long lost cousins, and they just made a deal to get paid.
I mean, Teixeira, it was his first fight going past the first round. Actually, it was the first fight going past 3.5 minutes ever in his career.
Yeah.
And it showed. Even in his loss against Derek Lewis, that was a 30-second fight. So I don't know what it was. Obviously, when Ty has the power, there's no denying that Ty has power in his hands, but Ty can retire. That'd be great. Six losses in a row. He has not won since 2022.
I'm with you.
We're in 2026.
They keep giving him contenders. I don't understand that. Ty's not that guy, man.
Yeah.
Like, do the UFC and do him a solid because he's a great piece of the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
But when you put him on a card, it's going to be greatness as long as you put him up against, put him
with someone fun.
That's it. Jeez, dude.
Like what's his ranking right now that makes him not want to? But I guess it was probably going into this fight. Or maybe he is after the fight. He is now ranked 15. You couldn't give him anyone else. Now Teixeira is now a top 11 fighter. Fuck no, he's not. I don't want to see him.
Okay, that's heavyweight absolutely sucks.
Yeah.
So Tai Tuivasa, just give him fun fights now. Man.
Yeah.
Same thing with Derek Lewis, but yeah, both of them are. Derek Lewis gets a little bit more legacy than Ty.
Yeah. Cussed this thing with him the week before, so it is what it is. But all right, that's enough UFC talk. We got to recap some good fights there. I did put new UFC champions, like if Volk wasn't already the champion.
Yeah, just Gaethje. That's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. Okay. But nonetheless, going into now, Robert Kraft, owner of the Patriots for the last 32 years, Milton. 32 years. He bought it in 1994.
Yeah.
And in that time, the Patriots have gone to 11 Super Bowls. They have won, what is it? Have they won the division? Yeah, they've won the division at least 20 times.
19 times.
20 times. One of the two. We're right there, guys. 19 and a half over and under. You guys
over under.
Put the money in now.
Right. Big one.
And so in that time, they've won the division at least 2/3 of his time as the owner. They've had a 20-year legacy where they were the best division or best team in the conference. Right. That whole dynasty, or two different dynasties, depending who you're asking, Nick Wright. And this is not his first year eligibility. He's been eligible for years. I know that maybe when he had that little scandal in Miami or South Florida, wherever it was, that's what held him back for that year. But it's been a long time since. And
my question: why? Why did that hold him back? He didn't do anything illegal. Well, he didn't rape. That's grape or anything like that. He's an old guy that lost his freaking wife and wanted to get his rocks off. Sue him. What the heck is? I can't believe that was the story. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You have every right to be upset. It upsets me too. Obviously, we're Patriots fans, so maybe we're a little more biased than anybody. But just in general, you know what? No, scratch that. It doesn't matter that we're Patriots fans.
Yeah.
The whole NFL understands that Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, who hasn't gone to an NFC Championship game in 30 years, has like a 16-15 playoff record since he bought the team, is one of the worst owners as far as how he treats the coaching staff and the media and all this other stuff. But he's in for his contributions to the CBA or whatever. But Robert Kraft, a guy who was literally who brought up a team that was nobody, respectfully, the New England Patriots are nobodies before Robert Kraft. They had one Super Bowl appearance in the 80s, in which they got stomped out by the midway of the, what is it? What's the midway of the madness? Whatever Chicago Bears was. Whatever the 1985 Chicago Bears were. There was something about that a few years ago. I forgot what it was. But anyways, This man turned this franchise around. He hired Bill Parcells, had a good night. He went to the Super Bowl with it. He even got what is it? Good Lord have mercy. Who just got fired by the Raiders? Who got fired by the Raiders? The coach.
Pierce?
Pete Carroll.
Pete
He
Carroll.
had Pete Carroll on the staff. He then goes and steals Bill Belichick off the Jets. Goes on a 20-year run where multiple AFC conference appearances, multiple titles, multiple Super Bowls, the most Super Bowls under an owner, and we can't get him a vote into the damn NFL, the Pro Football Hall of Fame, because the system that they have to vote, you can only vote 3 people at a time, and most of these guys are probably going to vote for players, or in this case, the first year eligibility of Bill Belichick, you have them cancel each other out.
So,
what system does it make sense for this?
It's a joke. It's a joke. No one's going to, if the Hall of Fame didn't mean foul play, they didn't mean it. They meant the right or whatever. The intention wasn't made to just disparage both of these guys, Kraft and Belichick, that being. Still, like, it's just not going to be nobody's going to care about the Hall of Fame and call it either relevant or factual or anything objective because of this. So they're just digging themselves, honestly, by trying to make a point, which I don't understand the point, really.
But this continues to make what feels like a prestigious time of the year, if you get voted into the Hall of Fame, more of discrediting it. You can't have the year where you've already acknowledged you fucked up on not putting Bill Belichick in, because you need 40 50 votes to put him in. And I don't know how there's even 11 people. They said he actually did miss it by 1 vote. So I don't know how there's 11 people out there who actually thought Bill Belichick did not deserve to be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Tony Dungy.
What a hater. That's crazy, man.
He calls himself a man of faith.
Good.
He doesn't know what forgiveness.
You're not supposed to hold on to grudges, Tony. Yeah. Jeez. It's yourself something. And also, one stat you didn't put out there that I think is a pretty riveting stat. Out of the 26 seasons, 23 of them were winning seasons. And people get banners for stuff like that. Like, how much we're never going to see an owner like Bob Kraft again in the NFL. So I just don't. It's a joke. It's 100% a joke. The whole Bill Belichick stuff, it's a joke. Don't get me wrong. But I can hear some argument in a way, but even I think that's flawed.
If you told me it's just for Spygate, I might be okay with it. But we already had a few people already say it wasn't because of Spygate. It's because we felt bad for these guys who have been waiting longer. And that's not should be the case. Take your bias off it. If they're still there, not in the Hall of Fame, it's probably because they don't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Not everyone needs to be in the Hall of Fame. That is one of the biggest things in the world. You could argue UFC, you could argue the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame. Not everyone needs to be in it. It's a prestigious of the best of the best.
Right.
You're not going to tell me insert name here is more important than Bill Belichick or Robert Kraft.
Yeah.
They did so much more with these guys. You cannot talk about the history of football without them. So I'm sorry to all the senior candidates out there. You did not do enough to be that guy. That's totally fine. You're still being acknowledged by the people you represented at the time. That's why teams have their own set Hall of Fame. That's why a guy like Julian Edelman, I don't think belongs in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but he sure does belong in the Patriots Hall of Fame, which is totally fine. That's not like that's what those are there for.
Correct. That's
what they're there for. They're not for everyone. Pro Football Hall of Fame needs to be kept for the best of the best, the elite. And that's not where we're going now. Now we're not doing that. Now we're picking out a feelings, Milton. We're picking feelings.
Yeah. Check out the shirt. Data versus feelings. Huh?
That's right.
No one cares about your freaking feelings, all right? It's subjective. When you want something to be respectful, and this Hall of Fame is a big, huge deal, there has to be some kind of objective criteria or something that's used. But it's not, because, and even Jose, I've also heard other people say they get it because of Spygate. Even if we take Spygate, that was all the way up to, I think, 2005 or 2006. Take away the 3 championships then. Fine. Take away the 3. What else do we still have? You still have another Hall of Fame coaching career. So I don't care about the Spygate part either. If you take those away, go ahead, take it away.
And you've already had people admit they did the same thing. They just didn't get caught. Bill Cowher, Jimmy Johnson, they've admitted
the top guys.
This was a normal practice for beforehand. So all this stuff that happened with Bill, that was like, oh, that's a serious thing.
Yeah, he just got caught because he was a meanie pants to the media.
Hurt my feelings.
Yeah. So, but.
And I want to react to this. He says Parcells wanted Belichick, not Robert. Well, that's incorrect, Alex. Parcells was the head coach of the Jets. He stepped down and he wanted the role to go to Bill Belichick. That's what happened. And then one day later, that's when everything happened with Kraft and Belichick and all that stuff. It wasn't that Parcells wanted Bill to stay with the Jets, but to be the new head coach. It wasn't for the Patriots. I don't know if that's what you're thinking, but that was for the Jets. It was not for the Patriots. Kraft got Belichick out of there, and Belichick was like, 24 hours later, I'm out of here. Peace. That makes him a one-day head coach of the Jets.
Yeah. Hilarious. Shout out to the Jets.
So, I said this last week, Milton. Whoever is the 5 selected people, there's going to be 1 or 2 people that are going to get scrutinized and say you don't belong there, over Belichick and Kraft.
Right.
But of course, last week I said about for just Belichick. Now we know it's for Kraft. And I'm like, dude, we cannot and it sucks because obviously there's some guys that just truly deserve it, but that's not going to be the story. The story is not even going to be about them this year. It's going to be about who you messed up on not putting in.
Right. Agreed. 100%.
So
100%.
It's upsetting. It's unnerving. It's whatever, but it is what it is. Hopefully next year to get it right. Hopefully they change the system out. Here's my thing. I don't know if you know this, Milton. I think you do. Confident you do, actually. If when you're voting for MVPs, offensive player of the years, all that stuff, you're allowed to submit 5 names. Mm-hmm. Why is the Hall of Fame only allowing you to submit 3? And then you need a certain amount to get that. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't make no damn sense. Like, why can't we do the same thing? I'm not even gonna ask you if you want to put your name out there and say, "Oh, I didn't want to vote for whatever." Fine, you don't want to do that. Fine, that's a privilege of it for whatever. But there needs to be a criteria where we allow at least up to 5 people. Maybe if 5 people are gonna come in, why aren't you not voting for 5 people? What's the issue?
Right, that's a good point.
I mean, I don't know. It's annoying, but we'll see where it goes. Hopefully next year everything changes. But at this point, Gronk next year and Brady after that, they're gonna have to wait one year of eligibility. They're gonna have to wait for at least a second year.
At the rate they're going. Oh my goodness! I actually hope they do that because that'll just build to the legacy of the Patriots. The NFL were against. Come on.
It really is New England versus everybody, huh?
Come on, man. Yeah.
So. All right, now we can get into the real talk. Now we're gonna probably dive into tomorrow more.
Oh, Sammy Darnold and Drake Maye.
Sammy Darnold and Drake Maye, 2 guys who probably were not fully believed in by everybody. I know I didn't believe in. Well, I didn't believe in Drake until maybe week 8, week 9, whenever he first impressed me. Then I was like, oh, okay, I kind of like what I see here. Mm-hmm. And for Sam Darnold, I didn't believe in him until maybe until this year, until this. You know what?
Last week against the Rams.
Yes, after he played the Rams. You know what? That's the right answer because there's no way I'm gonna lie and say I believed in him this whole time. I was truly a fan. I saw the vision.
No, the 300+ yards against the Rams. That gave it.
When he finally shook off the cobwebs, when he finally didn't see the ghost, that's when you can finally say, all right, you know what, Sam Darnold, I see you. I see that you're ready for this. Milton, 2025 or season, Sam Darnold wasn't, I'd say he's a top 10 QB. He wasn't top 5.
Sam Darnold?
Top 5?
Top 10? I don't think so.
You don't think even top 10 as a QB this season?
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay, I was saying fringe top
He's
10.
close. Yeah, fringe. Yes.
And maybe other guys fell off and stuff like that or whatever. For it to
Definitely
happen.
fringe. You have to have him in top 15, top 10, top 15. He has to be in there. Yes.
So now he's probably in the conversations of top 5-ish because of the postseason stuff and whatnot. But has Sam Darnold fully convinced you that he can really lead the Seattle Seahawks to victory this Sunday? Has he chased away all the demons or all the negative thoughts in your mind about him and his inability to get over the big games? Has that actually gone past you in your mind?
Well, the part of big games, yeah. What he just did to prove you to make you a believer and that he's not a bust. Let's just say that. Let's not give him too much credit, but to be on the same page, from that game we were on the same page that he is not a bust and he's not just a journeyman. He's a good NFL quarterback, right? So, I mean, this year, he can get over the big game, yes. Am I confident that he could lead this team to win championships and be in championship games? No. Am I confident that he can beat us? Yes. I don't think he will because I have a nice little breakdown that I'll go over, but
you can save it for tomorrow if you want. We don't got to go into that whole detail right now, unless you want to. We can definitely go into it.
That part, I'll save that part. But with him, he definitely can. He hasn't dealt with our defense, a defense that's this good, but he has the better team around him. He is on the better team. So I think objectively speaking, he's on the better team. So he could, yes, to answer your question. He could I am confident that he has the ability to beat us on next Sunday, for sure.
So for Sunday's matchup, I'm seeing a lot of disrespect to us, which is fine. I'm used to it. I'm
seeing more and more now. Jeez.
And I even asked, the pod crew on our text thread, your predictions, because I'll probably list it online like I did last week. And man, we got our asses getting whooped this Sunday apparently by a lot of people, which again, I kind of understand, but at the same time, that's where I'm like, damn, y'all not really watching us. Respectfully, I don't.
That's it.
I don't really, because I'm like, yes, Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks have put a whooping. They've been putting up numbers this postseason. It's fantastic. It looks great. But are we forgetting who they played? Are we forgetting Sam Darnold didn't look that great against the Niners because they didn't ask him to be. He didn't need to be because the Niners were already depleted and destroyed. Mm-hmm. Even in that Week 18 matchup, he didn't look great.
Nope.
Those are his last 3 matchups: 2 Niners and a Rams. None of it, except for the Rams game, none of it looked good. And that was maybe Robert Saleh disguising stuff, making things a little difficult and making him avert.
Exactly. To add on to that, and you continue, both of them are the 20-something odd ranked passing defense. So keep going.
And that's what I was trying to explain. I'm like, damn, y'all, in my text thread, y'all really see us getting our asses whooped. But y'all understand that other than that, early season game against the Texans, we're the best defense they're going to see all year long. Respectfully,
that's it. Just respect that. People need to understand that.
You thinking they're going to put up 30+ points on us and win by double digits, 2 scores and all that. Right. I'm like, why? What have you not seen? Is it the offense from the Patriots in the postseason? Maybe that's what it is.
It has to be that. Right. It has to be that.
It has to be just Drake Maye, because it doesn't make no sense that you're paying attention to the lack of offense, but you're not paying attention to the great defense that's still being displayed. Because I don't give a fuck what you say about O-lines. I don't care what you say about injured players. Everyone's fucking hurt in the postseason. There ain't nobody coming in fully healthy. Look at the 2 teams right now. Drake Maye's got a bum shoulder. Joe asked about that. Are we more concerned about his shoulder or are we concerned about Darnold's oblique? Honestly, it doesn't matter. They're both going to go out there and play their game. If I had to worry about anybody, it's probably going to be Drake because the shoulder is probably going to affect you more than an oblique. So everyone's coming in hurt. I don't give a damn that Justin Herbert's O-line was fucking dead. They were dead all damn season. They made it to the playoffs. They were an 11-win team. They wanted the Patriots. You lost on purpose. You lost on purpose week 18 to your rivals Broncos. Gave them first place because you wanted the Patriots. So you don't get the excuse of, oh, my O-line was hurt. No, you don't get that excuse.
Yeah, and our O-line's young. Their defensive line beat up our offensive line.
Exactly. Then you get the Texans who are beating up everybody, who are on a 10, 11-game win streak, whatever the heck it was.
Right, still beat up on our offensive line.
They wanted us too. They wanted us. Cody said it. I can't wait. You do not want to play us. I cannot wait to destroy y'all. Well, guess what? That didn't happen. Drake may still put 3 touchdowns on your defense. The only guy to do it in the last 25 games the Texans have played, and then of course the snow game, bad game for the Patriots. Absolutely, there ain't no denying that. But the defense still stepped it up and kept out a 7. Yeah. It's not my fault. Bo Nix broke his ankle. That's part of the game. It's not my fault. Sean Payton went for it on 4th down instead of giving the kick.
Yeah,
with knowing that there's a snowstorm coming. So again, this idea that we're going to lose by double digits, cool. Have it. Please pick against us. Please keep doubting because when they freaking beat the spread, which is still 4.5, when they win the damn game, because I am confident that we are going to win the game. I'm not going to say by double digits. I'm crazy like that, but I am confident as well we're going to win. Yeah. They ain't going to be saying much. Those big differences just makes y'all look foolish, respectfully. Now Alex says the defense is good. I wouldn't say great. It's been great in the postseason. That's what I'm going with. And when it's fully healthy, it's one of the better ones. I don't even know and that was my biggest point of coming into the postseason, wasn't it, Milton? Get us. You don't want us fully healthy on defense. That's when we're better. What you saw against Buffalo the second time, against Derrick Henry, and all this other stuff, we weren't fully healthy. Now we're fully healthy. That run game's not. Kenneth Walker's not going to have a good day. Zach Charbonnet would not have had a good day. Mm-hmm. So,
I will say, sticking on the quarterbacks, Sam Darnold deserves a lot of love for what he's done, how he's not had a great year, but he's kind of still defied the odds, in my opinion, still.
Sure.
And then, of course, with Drake, I think we have 2 quarterbacks that both, kind of like you said, didn't have a lot of following in the beginning of the year. And then now they both do 2 very good things at the highest level in the NFL, but they're going up against a defense, which I'm going to break down tomorrow. They're going up against a defense that's top at what they're good at. So that's where it's really going to come down to these quarterbacks. Is it? Let me ask you, Jose, this question. Does it matter more? Does it matter more to be for one of these quarterbacks, or if it's a separate question, please? Does it matter more to be the reason that they win, or do you want to be the reason that they don't lose?
You don't want to be the reason why you don't lose.
You don't want to be the reason why you lose. Right?
Yeah, sorry. That's what it is.
Okay.
You don't want to be the reason why you lose. You don't want to.
That's either way, because no matter what, if they win, everything that happened this whole year,
it's forgiven. It's forgiven.
Right.
Like Drake May wins his entire postseason is basically going to be forgiven.
Gone.
Because guess what? That's kind of how we see Jalen Hurts. Right? Kind of in a way, right? He band-aids everything because he put a Super Bowl onto it.
Right.
Like that's why you can say so. Now I'm not going to say like Jalen Hurts is top 5. We're never going to discuss that again, hopefully.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. So. But because he's never even had a regular season like Drake May did. Respectfully.
Yeah. Right.
Agreed. But it was a more recent person. That's why I used him. But you know what I mean? Like if Sam Darnold, who has turned it around these last 2 seasons,
yes,
I did think it was more KOC, and it could be still Clint Kubiak this year. We don't know how next year is going to be with Sam.
Right, but he's functional. If a good OC, he's functional. Good.
But a good OC is functional. The reason I still doubt that he's probably not over his ghost is because of the lack of defenses he's played this year. And even in that game with the Texans, it's not like he was great.
No.
You know what
All
I mean?
the top defenses they played in the regular season, which is very few.
I think it was them and the Colts was the only ones and the week one Niners
defense.
and
right.
the week one Niners. That's it.
Right. Correct.
He was not the best. He was not looking good. His numbers are not equivalent to that of a top 5 guy.
Right.
So that's where I think the Patriots, what I've told you like last week, I said, you don't need Gonzo on JSN. You need just a scheme to make sure JSN's never not doubled. Yes. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
So as long as you scheme it that way and you already take the run game away because Kenneth Walker's not going to run. Respectfully, he's not going to be able to run passes. Now if Spillane and Milton Williams and Barmore are all healthy,
right.
They're not going to get past that. And what I've noticed, which I think I didn't give as much credit to for the regular season, they sneakily, with a nice 4, maybe 5-man rush, they put a really good pressure on the quarterback. So I don't know if Sam Darnold's really going to be able to avoid all that throughout the whole game. Now, maybe that 30-minute Bad Bunny concert will give them the break and adjustments they need. But otherwise, I don't know, Milton. I don't know if he's actually going to be able to overcome that. But that's going to go on to Clint Kubiak and the rest of the offense to make sure they can get past those troubles that Sam might face.
Yeah, I don't mind when people have us losing, but like you said, and like I'm hearing, us losing by double digits.
I'll take the L.
Again, I just don't think, like you said, they're thinking. It's either the hatred they have for us, or you're not really thinking on who the Patriots have been in the playoffs. One thing that we have going for us, Jose beautifully already said it, is they haven't played a defense like ours in the playoffs, or as of recent. Let's just say that. We have played defenses just as good as theirs. All right. And in some aspects better. There is some things that Seattle does. Remember when you asked maybe 3-4 weeks ago, and then you asked as far as the top 3 defenses. And our number 1 was Houston, but a lot of people's number 2 is Denver, and mine was Seattle. Right.
I agree with you. Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of respect for what Seattle does on defense, and they are going to pose a different problem that we're going to talk about tomorrow. But at least we have seen the top defenses in the playoffs. Sure, Drake hasn't played that well. He also hasn't been an absolute terrible nerd either. All right, he's done what he had to do. If it's not throwing the ball, it's running. So any other quarterback will get praised.
But I will agree for the world and for the Alexes of the world, they didn't win because of Drake.
No.
But they didn't lose because he made the least amount of mistakes compared to the other quarterback.
There you go. And sometimes that's all you got to do.
And reality, when you look at the comparison between him and our boy Tom Brady, I mean, he's having a better pro season technically, kind of
than the first one.
Than Tom Brady's first run.
Tom Brady had like 2 touchdowns and a pick or 2. You know what I mean? In his first Super Bowl run.
Yeah, he went 3-0. He was 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
And guess what? Sure, at that time he wasn't the GOAT. We all can agree to that.
Still your Super Bowl MVP.
Still your Super Bowl MVP, and still became the GOAT. So this is all going to be no matter what. I just think that if you think one of the other team is going to blow each other out, I don't think you're watching.
This is a 3-4 point game. This is either
6.
way.
I think 6 at the most.
All right, okay. Now I know where you're going a little bit.
Yeah. 6 at the most.
But I said in the text, I was like, this is more like a 4-point swing. Like it doesn't like.
Sure.
It's not as you got to understand. Both these teams are heavy defensive minded. This high scoring thing. You do that when you need to against the type of competition like the Rams.
Right.
And yeah, you could do that with the Niners, who are badly hurt, who you already had done the same thing to kind of ish like 2 weeks prior. It's not this. This is not the same team. Your numbers against the high defenses have not been that caliber of high offense. So, it is what it is. Pick against us. Pick the 14 plus points. If that's what you want to do, that's totally fine. But when it doesn't happen that way, then I hope you didn't bet the over as far as like Seattle plus 4.5 or
that, or the people that are betting against us to get spanked. If we win, nobody wants to hear that. Oh well, I mean, let's start talking about trash and Sam Darnold. Don't want to hear it. If you already feel that they're going to beat the brakes off us, what's the same Sam Darnold? It's going to be at the end.
And here's the thing: you love Justin Herbert until you didn't.
Right.
You love C.J. Stroud until you didn't.
Yeah, that was y'all's fault.
No one should have been stiffy for Stiddy.
yeah. That was a weird.
That was a weird one. You're just trying to force yourself to.
Sure.
If it was Bo, we have no problem being humble about it. If he was there, it's probably a different story. We will
totally
never
different
know.
Game. Different game.
We'll never know. But we know if Bo's there, it's a totally different game. We understand
100%.
that. We're not.
Stiddy sucks. All right.
Yeah. Come on, guys. He didn't even start for Josh McDaniels in Vegas. Come on.
Josh McDaniels tried to give him a leg to stand on.
He tried to bench Derek Carr and give Stiddy a shot, and still Stiddy couldn't take it.
Sucked.
Come on. And then Sean Payton was like, I know we'll win. I know we'll win.
Yeah,
Sean, he's not making Bo love him. I know that right now.
Yeah, he's in a tricky situation there. I do have a legacy question for you, Jose, about the quarterbacks. 10 years from now, whose career are we going to talk about more? The veteran that survived 3 teams and finally won it all, or the young superstar? Say it again.
5 teams. Jets, Panthers, Niners,
the Panthers, Seahawks. And the more than 5 teams, or the young superstar who now saved a dying dynasty in year 2.
I'd probably go with whoever wins, and in this case it'd be Maye. They'll be talking about. Here's the flip side to it, Milton, and this would be the dark side of things. If Drake Maye loses, he could be viewed as the next Joe Burrow.
Okay. Not
injury prone, right? I'm not saying that. But a guy who had his success early and then it dwindled down the rest of the way. And was never able to recoup that early success. That's what I'm talking about.
I get it, but the context, 2 totally different systems.
I agree. 2 different franchises. One's poverty, one's not.
One, as far as the money they have available now, than when Burrow won. When they went and lost, I think totally different. But I agree. That would be the take, right?
So I think we're in agreement that we do believe our guys will win. But if we lose, I think we're also we said it last week and we said it all playoff season. If we lose, it's totally fine. We're not supposed to be here this early. We're here 2-3 years early.
Also, with that being said, do you think it's because I agree with you. Who's it worse? Who does it mean the most to like? What quarterback will it impact more with the loss? And I think it's Sam Darnold.
It's Sam Darnold. He's the one that's still trying to change the history of his name,
the narrative, right?
Yeah, all that stuff.
Right.
He's 0-4 against the Patriots. The Patriots are the team that put the ghost on him.
Right.
So it's all Sam Darnold. Drake Maye is just happy to be here.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't the top guy in his draft class. He wasn't even like the guy that people thought were going to turn everything around. It was Caleb, and then maybe Jaden, and Drake was the third guy. He was the copper of the core. The bronze, but he's here now, and he's honestly when you ask Drake Maye in the press row, is this a must win for you? Yes, in terms of what else is there?
Right.
But in reality, for the long term, not at all. Because really, again, they're not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, look, it's a must win for everybody. Stephon Diggs is on the end of his career. Morgan Moses is probably towards the end of his career.
Mac Hollins. Right.
There's guys out there who are not going to be here long. So this is more for them, not for a Drake Maye, definitely for a Sam Darnold.
Right.
Not even for a JSN. It's not even a JSN like must win or anything like that. It's for the guys that don't have that much time left in their careers.
Yeah.
And Milton, a win for Maye just solidifies he's a top 5 quarterback for the next 10 years. A win for Darnold. He's a top 10 quarterback for the next 5.
Right on.
And
it'll be debatable. Well, Sam Darnold will be debatable.
That's right, because he'll just be like compared to the next. If he loses, he'll be just even if he wins or loses, he'll probably be compared to Kirk Cousins.
Well, so, if he wins, it's going to be the Jalen Hurts effect. Next year, people are going to be putting him in the top 5, right? Because they're going to say he's a winner, and they're going to use the QB.
How are you not going to do? How are you doing this badly when you have? But is it Clint Kubiak? Was he the only thing for you and all this other stuff? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to be the whole Jalen Hurts situation again if they win. I will say that with Sam Darnold.
I mean, it's going to be an interesting season. Both quarterbacks. This is fun.
Big time.
And honestly, this is fun because no one expected either guy to be here February 3rd, 2026.
Nope.
Nobody did.
100%.
Most likely, they'll just elevate. We know Clint Kubiak's probably going to be the Vegas Raiders' new head coach. So they'll either elevate Jake Peets or
Clint, don't do it, dude.
Or Andrew Janoko. I would do it. I want to work with Tom.
The only reason, that's dope. I agree as a biased guy. But Jim Harbaugh, Andy Reid, Sean Payton, as a young guy that's starting your career, I don't want that smoke. And you're with no quarterback. I don't want that smoke, man. Fair enough. Shout out to Clint when he does it, and he's most likely going to do it. I agree, but come on, man. That is a tough. It's a tough ask. Justin Herbert, they have a lot of money. You know they're going to spend a lot on that. The Broncos are just going to do this because now they're away from the Russell Wilson money. So they're just going to start going this way unless something weird happens. And it's going to be a Pat Mahomes revenge tour.
What's the cap space to the Raiders? Let's see. What is it?
Yeah, go ahead.
What is projected? Okay, they're second. They're at $87 million.
Okay, so they could also spend money.
They can spend money, and if you trade Max Crosby and get some picks out of it,
you could get a lot. I agree.
You get a lot more, and you get off that contract, and you actually become probably more higher than the Tennessee Titans.
But I will say, if you get rid of Max Crosby and the free agency market doesn't work out for you, like I don't think it will. Now your defense is going to be young, but everybody had that threat of Crosby. In that entire division, everybody was terrified of Crosby. He goes, that was the only bright spot of your defense.
Well,
they don't have just holes. They have an entire defense they have to build.
Milton, I wonder what's the record. I don't know it. In recent memory, this is just popped in my head.
Good.
What's the record for coordinators who are in the Super Bowl, who already know they're leaving for a new head coaching job? What's their record in the Super Bowl? Because I don't think it's positive.
I would think it wouldn't be positive because they're thinking about other stuff, right?
Because Robert Saleh didn't get it when he was at the Niners the first time around. He became the coach of the Jets, right? But he didn't win the Super Bowl. Kyle Shanahan didn't win when he was with the Atlanta Falcons when they lost to the Patriots.
Right.
I'm trying to think. There was someone recently. I don't know if it was last year.
Well, what's his name?
Kellen Moore, but he wasn't lined up for the job until after there, was he? Oh no, yeah, he was.
Nah, he was lined up. Yeah,
so okay, so now you just hit my.
Dang it! Maybe it wasn't lined up actually.
Nah,
that's not like where you're going with.
I was hoping. I was like, man, Kubiak might be distracted.
Maybe Kellen Moore. I don't know for sure.
No, I think he was. I think he was already set to be because he was introduced as a head coach 2 days later.
I think I'm wrong. I think it was just a quick fix. Maybe it'll stop.
You messed this up. You messed the whole thing up. Now we lost. It's over.
Hey, it's over. Jeez.
Someone in the chat said 38-14. Fuck it. Let's just do that. Or 38-24.
That is crazy to me, man.
Yeah.
I don't. When I hear stuff like that, if it's hate and it's an agenda, I'll respect. As on the People's Debate on here, I respect agendas. All right, I'm cool. I get it. But if it's
I expect it from Bills and Broncos fans.
Bills, Broncos, and Colts fans, sure,
Jets,
whatever.
Dolphins,
yeah. Well, Dolphins.
I get it. Nobody wants the Patriots to be the 7-time champions and have the most Super Bowls of all Super Bowl
without
era.
Tom. Getting a Super Bowl without Tom, and Tom only has been out the league X amount of years. Without Tom, we get a Super Bowl before a lot of y'all's favorite teams. That is utterly hilarious.
We get a Super Bowl. We get a Super Bowl during the Patrick Mahomes era.
A Super Bowl in the Patrick Mahomes era without Tom. Yeah. Oh man, you bet. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Keep hating on it, because y'all better hope. Y'all better hope.
I'm gonna buy. I'm buying those shirts. I'm buying those shirts that say New England versus everybody. Yeah, I'm definitely getting them.
The more we talk about this, I'm getting a little bit more arrogant. So,
I'm confident. I'm confident. Even if we lose, they ain't gonna be by a lot. They'll cover the spread, in my opinion. But I mean, it's whatever. I don't even think in any game we've lost this season we've gotten our butts whooped.
No, like the only one that registers, at least in my mind, is Buffalo. But we didn't, the ending score, we didn't get our butts beat. But the run that they went on to beat us,
and we didn't have that defense in that game that we have today.
Yeah, so we that was the game that I think we got our butts beat. Yeah.
Our loss to the Raiders by 7, so that's a score.
Yeah.
Our loss to the Steelers by 7, that was our own fault for turnovers. Yeah. And then Buffalo. So I ain't worried.
Yep.
Again, if we lose, it's fine. It's not the worst thing in the world. I've seen us lose. I think I was more hurt with the Eli losses. And Milton's clearly more hurt by the Philly loss. So
what makes you say that?
You've brought it up multiple times.
Oh.
I hate Philly. I can't stand Philly. Yeah.
Well, that was the because with the Giants one, it was all BS. The Philly one absolutely made no sense. Without the quarterback, they take our corner away. Tom has a record.
Did it.
Exactly. That one hurt because it didn't make any sense. The Giants one didn't. But you kind of, it's like, oh, we're undefeated, of course.
But they run the Cinderella run. They beat Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
They beat 15-1 Packers, yada, yada, yada. So,
yeah, so that at least storyline, I could see it. Whatever.
Yeah. Next week, obviously, tomorrow, we'll be doing our predictions and we'll do the more breakdown for the teams and such like that. And we'll probably have more of our people here with us tomorrow. As far as next week, we'll probably obviously just recapping who won the Super Bowl, who's celebrating, who's depressed, and such and such. So if Malin's here, he's probably celebrating our guy from the After Further Review podcast. If he's not here, he's obviously depressed. So we'll send out the invite.
For sure.
We'll be depressed if we lose, but it will be. I mean, let's see how it goes. Let's see what the score is and all that stuff. We'll see how
we get. If it's 35-14, yeah, I might actually.
If it's 43-8, like the Seattle Seahawks Broncos game 12 years ago, then oh shit. You'd think Broncos fans would be on our side, because we avenged them 11 years ago, but whatever.
Well, unfortunately, we had to beat them with Bo breaking his ankle, so it's a lot of animosity.
Sounds like a Bo problem. If you tell Sean Payton, he's fragile. He breaks his ankle every other year.
Yeah, honestly, that's how Sean was explaining it.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and again, Bo just does both things. Okay.
Yeah, Bo breaks it.
Yeah, Bo breaks it.
Milton, any final talks, any final discussions you want to go in before we close out till tomorrow?
No. I got some questions and breakdowns about the entirety of the game. I think we did good on honing in on the quarterbacks today.
Yeah,
we're good.
Drake Maye has a bright future, win or loss, but the path will definitely be looked upon as if he wins, he's Tom Brady. If he loses, he's Joe Burrow. I don't know. I still kind of like even if we lose, Joe Burrow's a great player.
I'm saying, like, when you said that, I don't know if you saw my face. I'm like, well, yeah, okay.
If you take away if you take away the injuries, Joe Burrow's still a top 4, top 5 guy.
Like I've said last year.
Okay,
everybody. It's crazy.
I got a question for you before we close out.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think if win or lose, I think we both maybe feel Drake Maye's already a top 5 guy. Overall, not for the season. Overall.
Overall?
Yeah, top 5 quarterback.
I would
or top
say
10 at the very least.
top 10 for easily.
Yeah.
The top 5.
Does he hit 5 for you? Does he hit that top of the tier 2, bottom tier 1?
It's always, no matter what, no order. Pat, Allen, Lamar, Burrow. They always were the 4. So did Drake May go into there and knock off, let's say, Brock or Dak? If he wins the Super Bowl and has a good performance, just good, and gets the MVP, I think there is a argument to be had. Yes, 100%. If they lose or they win, but he has 0 touchdowns rushing or passing. If he has rushing ones, everybody counts those with
I don't get why they don't count rushing.
They don't count it with guys that are Caucasian, I guess, but they count still. Everybody, be fair.
No.
And if he has no touchdowns and 2 interceptions and a fumble lost.
Okay, so let's say he loses, but he has like 2 touchdowns, no turnovers, maybe 3 touchdowns with 2 pass, 1 rush, or vice versa. Right?
And he lost like the Josh Allen way. Then
it's a great.
He was off the field. He's off the field. He couldn't do anything. Yeah. Then yes, for sure.
Okay, but with victory, would you put him over Burrow, or do you keep Burrow as a top 4?
Yeah. Okay. No. I've seen that being said. Oh, he's gonna, if they win and he has a good game and he's MVP, and let's say he gets league MVP too, because that's still in the air, and I have an argument for it when that day comes. I still, you can't take away everything Burrow has done versus one real year of watching Drake May. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. Even as a Patriot fan and love Drake May, but also have all the, as you've heard me throughout the last year or two, a lot of respect for Joe Burrow as a quarterback. His team sucks, but he's a fantabulous quarterback. So no, I wouldn't put him over Joe Burrow, even with a win or even with a star performance. No.
Okay.
Not over Joe Burrow. He'll get right at 5, but yeah. And then, I mean, people are going to be coming for that anyways. They'll be like, oh, over Herbert? Of course, we'll have an argument. They'll say over Jalen Hurts. I think that's going to be the easiest argument to debunk. So, yeah, we'll see.
All right. Well, that's all I got. Clint will be trying to match Daddy Gary in winning title in Levi Stadium. So let's see if we can stop that.
Wait, what?
So, Gary Kubiak led the Broncos to win in Levi Stadium 10 years ago. Clint Kubiak kind of is trying to lead the same thing here.
Oh God!
And ironically, and this is bad for us. So
again,
I'm trying to be fair. Ironically, the team they beat had the 32nd toughest schedule that year too, and that was the Panthers. That was Cam Newton's MVP season. But I think Drake would die for the fumble unlike Cam.
I think Drake would die for the fumble. That's very true. Also, well, to help our side, the last time a team won 5 or less games and then went to the Super Bowl the following season, it's only been done a couple of times. Last time was 2001 New England Patriots. So all the conspiracy theorists that everybody just got a hard on for Seattle, that's also a stat.
You're gonna hate me for saying this one.
They're already up 2. Now you're gonna give them. Go ahead. Damn.
So you know how everyone's been saying we're gonna lose by 14?
Yes.
In that game, Broncos beat the Panthers by 14. I had to calm Milton down. I had to put some nerves back into it.
I was kind of reach back to get him back neutral. Yeah, and there's another one out there that I saw. It said the number 1 or number 2 scoring defense against the number 2 scoring offense is like 8-1. Damn it. Damn it. What is all this? Why is all this coming up right now? Maybe that's why they're 77% favorite. That's all right.
I thought it'd be funny to put up there. That's all.
We all got good humor, all right? We're Pats fans, but we know how to.
I'm assuming this means the Patriots they play St. Louis, who also had the 30. No, the Rams had that in '99.
No, yeah, when Rams
they're-
won.
Yeah, when they won the Super Bowl, it was in '99. That when they were the champion or the 2-year champions or whatever.
Well, they were trying to repeat.
Yeah, they failed with the 2000 Ravens, obviously, and then they tried to go back in 2001, but 2001 Rams were not the 32nd easiest schedule. No, sir. No. 99 was. If Drake Maye wins, he will be the youngest quarterback to win the Super Bowl.
For real?
Yes.
Younger. Second.
No. So he's the second youngest to go to a Super Bowl. He'll be the youngest to win it. Dan Marino was the youngest
to
ever go, but he never won it. So if Drake Maye wins it, he'll be the youngest, surpassing Ben Roethlisberger.
So he's younger than Big Ben.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. I thought Big Ben would be there. Okay.
No, Big Ben is the current guy.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. Let's make history, guys.
I'm gonna tell you right now. We all we need, baby.
We all we got, man.
But I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna hang all the jerseys up. I'm gonna hang Amos, though I'm gonna tell everybody it's Aaron Hernandez. I'm gonna hang up Gonzo. I haven't watched just Drake Maye jersey since before the Super Bowl. I mean, the playoffs started.
So really?
So it's probably a little stinky. But we've been winning, and I haven't watched it.
I love it. Yep.
Mayday.
Yeah.
So,
I like it.
So tomorrow, and I know this guy. Oh, I gotta flip it inside out. Sorry, I got all my jerseys in here for whatever reason. This guy is gonna get at least one pick or at least one turnover. Gonzo is gonna get at least one turnover.
Okay.
Could win Super Bowl MVP himself. I don't care.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
I'm holding jerseys like the championship belts, but I swear to God, if next week we win, all those championships behind me are going to be on my actual shoulders, and I'll be representing champions.
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna have to get some kind of prop in.
And then I can get this towel, and I can spread it out, and I can show you what it says. I won't do it right now because I don't want to jinx it, but on this side, we're all Patriots. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was 2016. Yeah, this is when we beat the Falcons.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm ready for
a great time. That's a great time.
I'm ready
for it.
In our life. Milton will be back tomorrow. Guys, I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate y'all if you subscribed. I appreciate if you liked it. I appreciate anybody that interacted with us. Tomorrow, we will be back on. We will have more of the crew in there. Oh, what the fuck, Alex? That's something that Charlie Kirk would say. First of all.
Wait, what? We are all Patriots. That's pretty funny. That's true too.
Hey,
God bless America.
I'm cool with Charlie more than cool than with Erica. All right, she's questionable.
I'm cool with Charlie.
I let you.
Okay, hey, all right. Now you had to push it.
I'm going there. God damn it.
R.I.P. Charlie.
He said Nicki Minaj is not good for our children. Then what does Erica do? What does Erica do? That's right. Watch Bad Bunny to go anti-Erica. Watch Bad Bunny halftime show. Go anti-Erica.
You better not say anything about her.
By the way, that lineup that Turning Point USA has for their little alternate.
I heard it's super whack.
All-American. Kid Rock.
Oh, no.
Lee Price.
No.
Yes.
There's no flavor in it. No. I had a feeling. That's where they miss it. They're messing up doing that. Like if you brought, a mixture. You brought Drake. Just bring Drake.
What?
It'd be good.
Not to the.
I knew you were going to do this.
Not to a white supremacist rally. What are you talking about? You ain't gonna bring no Drake.
He's Canadian. He's got it.
Oh, what is that? Okay, that makes him white. All of a sudden,
he's part.
Wait, who else we got? Brantley Gilbert.
And the way you're saying it is so funny. You're emphasizing.
Gabby Garrett.
All right. I think they'll have a good turnout.
It's because Milton is light skinned too.
All right, right on. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope you have a turnout. It ain't gonna be as good as the turnout from the
that sucks for them. Concert. Yeah, I can't believe they're really doing it. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a funny joke, but they're serious. and their lineups.
I hope they do what the people have been doing with AI. I hope they have Erica Kirk come out and do a big old jump from the platform. Have you seen that video?
No.
I gotta pull it up. We got time. We got time.
You should put it on the screen. Make everybody else see it.
I'm going to.
There you go. Good for you, guys. I have not seen this. We got to start doing reaction videos. You just can't get copyright. No, those are great. Those are great, man. I think we'll be real good at that. It'll be really funny. Just all the good stuff.
I don't deserve to be here. I shouldn't be doing this, but it's too funny. Oh shoot! I'm not gonna put on the audio.
Nobody dies in here, right? What? Somebody dies in this? I don't see.
No.
Oh,
no one dies, but
hey, I don't know what's going on,
man. I'm not gonna turn off the audio.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
I'll put it on.
I don't know if you see at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah. See at the bottom. It's not on screen though.
All right.
It's not on stage.
I know. Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. I don't know if this is the best platform. Let me see. I want to see if we can just give it a solo view. Just give it a solo.
Yeah.
There we go.
Sure. That's the best one. Go ahead.
This is what I want her to do.
All right. AI is getting too good.
This is what I want her to do.
Okay. Well, and do that, huh? Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, one more time.
Puro Pinche Sports. Every Tuesday.
That's more entertaining than Kid Rock and all that dumb shit.
What is that?
All white.
Okay. All right. We love all parties. That's funny. Okay, AI. Yeah, get out of here.
We're laughing, dude. Guys, I want you to hear my son say it. I don't care. Bobby, say kiss it. Kiss it. Say what? Guess what?
What?
No, he messed it up. Okay, remember the video I made last week? Okay, hold on. Before you brush your teeth. Say the words. Say kiss it. Kiss it.
What? Guess what?
He's blowing it all. He's ruining everything. He's tired. Go to bed.
He's right.
He ruined everything.
Oh, dang it.
It was funny because I made a video when we won against Broncos. I said, kiss it. Kiss it. Kiss what? My ass.
Kiss
it. And he's been saying it. He was like,
yeah. He gets away with it during that.
Well, I mean, it's fine. As long as he doesn't do it in school.
Yeah. Right. There's enough safe space. Know where you're at, though. Yeah, right on.
All right,
Puro Pinche Sports.
But guys, like, share, subscribe. We appreciate it. Check us out tomorrow night. We will be back on with more people on here who will probably be against us, but that's all right. We all we got.
We all we got. We all we need.
Thank you, everybody. Peace out.